Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about a news item that dropped during the weekend, during the Comic-Con weekend. And it was something that I was thinking of discussing about, but I at the time I decided not to because I felt there were more important things to talk about. This is important too, I guess, but usually I don't like talking about celebrity drama. But I guess this does affect the future of a franchise, so let's get talking about this. James Gunn has been fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So, and I should mention, over tweets that were very ugly, we'll say. Look, there were some tweets being resurfaced that James Gunn tweeted years ago, like 10 years ago or so, where he's made some pedophilia humor, I guess, if you want to call it humor. And it was very wrong, and he admitted that it was really wrong at the time, and he didn't outright apologize, really. Not sort of. I don't know how I would say it, but I wish I had the tweets here now to read them off. But he did address them and saying that's how he used to be. So, and he did apologize for them at the time because apparently they were brought up when he was directing the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, from my understanding. But now, since they resurfaced, Disney, Alan Horn, decided to let him go. And some people have been bringing this up now, like, why is Disney only acting on this now when they should have been acting on this a long time ago? And I have to say, that's a good point. Like, why not? And I've been hearing a lot of other things being said about this. So one of the first things I want to bring up is that a big thing that's being said is how, yes, what James Gunn said was stupid, was ugly, and he should have been condemned for them a long time ago. But because this was around the time before he even was directing Guardians of the Galaxy, no one paid attention to those tweets. He was a nobody at the time. And we shouldn't forget what he did, I agree. But at the same time, a lot of people are saying that we should, like Screen Junkies, I was watching one of their videos, as well as John Campia. Do we condemn people who they are in their past, or do we condemn them for what they are doing now? And James Gunn has, he's a very liberal person. He fights for the left. If you follow him, you know what I'm talking about. He's a very political guy, very outspoken. He's been fighting, trying to knock fans' heads together, trying to get them aware that, hey, look, fandom can be a beautiful thing if you have respect. So he fights for positive messages, at least nowadays. And isn't that the point, that we're supposed to allow people to grow into better human beings? You condemn them at the time, but allow them to grow into better people. And eventually, yes, then maybe you can have your second chance. And I feel like many years have gone by since those tweets, that why was James Gunn fired now? A lot of people have brought up the Roseanne issue, where while Roseanne was fired, yeah, but Roseanne, here's the difference with James Gunn and Roseanne. Roseanne has been doing that stuff now. She made those racist comments in present day. James Gunn hasn't been, as far as we know, making those jokes in present day. And if there is evidence that he has been making jokes like that in present day, then yes, kick him out of there. I agree. But if he is a changed person now, why are we kicking him out now? That's some points that people are bringing up. I know there's people better than me out there that can probably shed more light on this situation a lot better than I can. But I agree, I think it's a win-lose. It's not no winning at all in this. It's a lose-lose situation, if anything. It's a lose for James Gunn because, he did something stupid a long time ago and now he's paying the price for it. Something that people should have forgiven him by now and move on. Something that people should have been aware of a long time ago, which apparently people were, but Disney is acting like we didn't know. We're only finding out now. Okay, if you say so, because this was brought up before to your attention. I am with the people that James Gunn should be brought back, and I know a lot of his cast and crew have been starting to be a little bit vocal about that. Some of them haven't directly said it. I think the most Sean Gunn and Michael Rooker and Dave Bautista have been the most loudest in this. Zoe Saldana and Chris Pratt said some things, but they were very vague in how they were saying it. I think Disney... Look, it's not going to be easy to find a replacement for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. People are thinking, Taika Waititi should take over, but should he? He doesn't have the same voice as James Gunn did. We saw Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, it's probably the closest maybe to a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but it's still a little bit different, which is what's great about Marvel. Each director has their own voices. Yeah, there's similarities that make it feel like the same universe, but there's differences as well in some of the tones and styles of each of Marvel's films. And James Gunn brought that unique style to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Look, whatever happens, we're going to see. Maybe this will cause Marvel. Kevin Feige's going to push Marvel back, Guardians of the Galaxy back. And maybe a new director will take over. Who knows? But if it was me, I would I agree with people. I think James Gunn should come back and finish out his trilogy. And as for the Marvel Cosmic Universe, which we know James Gunn was going to shepherd, I think that's where you let somebody else take over. Yeah, that's how I would say it. I'm not saying this because I'm being greedy, because I like the two Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I love both of them, of course, but this is a political attack on James Gunn, from my understanding, that the people who brought this up again are people that don't like James Gunn's point of view when it comes to the political side of things. And he's a very political person, as I pointed out earlier. People that wanted James Gunn to lose his job. And that's where, hopefully, Disney is thinking about this. And if they do feel that, you know what, we can't go back on our thing now, we got to stand for what we just did because it's the right thing to do on their side, then we just got to respect that and move on. But if they can find a way to bring James Gunn back. I don't know if there's like hard feelings now. Maybe James Gunn doesn't want to come back now. Maybe he's like, you know what, it's okay, I'm over it, I'm moving on, and maybe they just that's all we can do. So the damage might already be done, and we got to just move on with life. Look, it's just a movie. Hopefully, Kevin Feige has found good replacements before. Maybe James Gunn doesn't even mind someone using the script that he wrote, or you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's a really complicated scenario, and there's a lot of I don't even know if it's right for me to talk about this, because people are going to be like, David, shut up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Close your computer, sit down. But I think I know what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to talk about this. And I want to get other people discussing this as well. I know that a lot of people are already discussing it. Discuss it on my channel as well. My dog is making noise right now. And look, that's about it. So I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And let's hope for the best for everyone's sake, I guess. So until next time, take care.